This game is the game everybody was prepared to watch, Mitchell. Green Bay Packers versus the Minnesota Vikings for all the marbles. And people have been sleeping on the Minnesota Vikings, and people being this guy, Mitchell, I've been sleeping on him because they are still in the hunt for the number one seed. After all is said and done, they play your Detroit Lions, the Honolulu Blue Boys. Beat up, but very determined to get that one seed, in need of that one seed. How are you feeling?
Richard, I'm feeling on edge, to say the least. Who would have thought? Two teams, two losses, same division. It's going to come down to week 18 in Detroit for all the marbles for the one seed, Rich. I mean, the fact that one of these two teams is going to be going on the road week 1 in the wild card round is absurd. I mean, there's strong argument can be made. These are the two best teams in the NFC and two of the best teams in the NFL. And Minnesota showed it today, Rich. I mean, Detroit Lions, the storyline here was the Detroit Lions need Green Bay to win in order to secure that one seed. If they beat the 49ers, they would secure the one seed. That didn't happen. And Minnesota, despite the score being a two-point game, they blitzed Green Bay early and often and took care of business. Green Bay came back late. How impressed were you, Rich, with Sam Darnold? Let's start at the top. 377 yards and 3 touchdowns, getting everyone involved, from Justin Jefferson to Jalen Naylor to Jordan Addison, who's had a breakout second half of this season. This team is clicking on all cylinders, and I think the whole league should be nervous about them, not just the fans in Detroit like myself.
I said this, and Green Bay fans keep going back to that clip of when Aaron Rodgers left, and I said, Jordan Love, Green Bay won't be feared anymore. Green Bay used to be kings of the North. Kings. Go to Chicago, we own the division. Go to Minnesota, we own the division. Go to Detroit, and they laughed their way through, and we own the division. And I said, you won't be feared anymore. And they keep tweeting me, Mitchell. They keep doing the Twittergram and keep sending me the clip like, oh my God, do you take it back? I don't. You know why? Because Detroit beat you twice. Minnesota beat you twice with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold threw for 377, 33 of 43. And that defense, Green Bay's defense, has been playing stellar this year. Valentine got him this game. And it's crazy because they are doing something. They're 14-2 and 14-2 record. And any other year, you'd be sitting there looking at a one seed. No question about it. They're looking at a wild card, Mitchell. They're looking at going on the road, 14-2. They might be 14-3 for the season, and they got to go on the road through the playoffs to get it's incredible the amount of talent the NFC North has this year, and it's I guess it's premonition of things to come in the future because Detroit isn't going anywhere. I think Jared Goff is going to be there for a while. I believe that the Minnesota Vikings keep Sam Darnold. Aaron Jones looked a little beat up today, kind of had some injuries, but Cam Akers came on and made huge plays, made a huge third down conversion to seal the game. Justin Jefferson continues to be one of the top receivers in the National Football League, if not the number one. Jalen Naylor starting to find his rhythm, 5 catches for 81 yards and that touchdown on that post against cover 2. On defense, they bring a lot of pressure. And I told people this week on Thursday Night Football that that's the Achilles heel right now of Jordan Love. He does not deal with pressure well. And until he does, they'll continue to bring it. That's what the Detroit Lions did. When they needed to have it, Aaron Glenn brought pressure after pressure after pressure. He said, hey, we're depleted. We don't have the guys. We can't keep up with this receiving core that's really, really, really good. Any different guy can go off on it at any different time, whether it's Romeo Doubs, whether it's Reed, whether it's Watson, anybody. They got a lot of guys that can get it done. And we need to figure out how are they going to deal with this. And he showed. Obviously, they came back, ran 2 minutes at the end. Josh Jacobs, 17 carries for 69 yards. They ran the ball in, a few touchdowns. Jordan Love threw for a touchdown. But the reason they were behind is because they couldn't deal with that pressure early. So I'm interested to see this last game. Obviously, Detroit plays Monday night against the San Francisco 49ers in a big-time revenge game. You hear the 49ers, George Kittle talking about it. Hey, we know what they're coming for. We know what's on their mind. Everybody understand what's on their mind, Mitchell. Revenge. Now, sometimes you get a little too jacked up. Sometimes you get a little too hyped. and you go past and you look up, and it's still a pretty good team. It's still a pretty good team. And if you mess around so angry and so emotional, so hijacked, they'll flip around and make this a lot tougher of a game than you want it to be. And so, we'll see how that game goes tomorrow. But this NFC North has been incredible. Be at the forefront of style with Rockport's new DMX casual sneaker. Fusing sport with comfort, Reebok's iconic DMX technology meets Rockport's casual style in this exclusive collection. Reebok DMX technology is a lightweight, dynamic cushioning system that moves air from heel to toe with every step to give you that springy feel underfoot and give you that long-lasting cushioning. This collection features 2 unique rides, DMX Comfort Plus and DMX Micro Bubble. Both deliver all-day comfort that keeps you light on your feet. DMX Comfort Plus technology offers extra rebound and a pillow-soft landing with every stride, while DMX Micro Bubble technology offers dynamic cushioning with a firmer midsole, giving you lateral stability and support all day. Visit rockport.com and use the code Sherman for 30% off your order plus free shipping on orders over $85. Discount code valid through December 31st, 2024.
It sure has. And week 18, the NFL could not have dreamed up a better scenario to end the season. I'm sure this game will get flexed into prime time. Minnesota Vikings and the Lions next week, guys. I'm sure you're going to be watching, but it's going to be legitimately for all the marbles. Richard, coming into this season, Minnesota was viewed as kind of having a rebuilding year, right? They draft J.J. McCarthy. They sign Sam Darnold to kind of hold down the fort in case things get rocky. And all of a sudden, this team just got off to a hot start and never got off the gas pedal. How does this happen in Minnesota? Do you view them as true Super Bowl contenders with this record, and how have they been playing lately?
I have no reason not to think that, Mitchell. We've already overlooked them enough. Give them credit now because credit is earned. This is deserved. This is 14-2. You've played the season, and I don't care if you think they've been lucky or good. 14-2 in the National Football League is 14-2, and they've earned it. They got a lot of names on defense. Grenard, Van Gink, that you don't necessarily think of as household names that are playing really well right now. Blake Cashman had a sack and a half in this game. Dallas Turner had a sack in this game. And that's Brian Flores' system. Like he's making it complex. He's putting a lot of pressure on himself and maximizing his personnel. And you have to respect that and give them credit. Kevin O'Connell on the other side. We talk about QB development. He's showing a masterclass in QB development. I think he's going to do great if J.J. McCarthy is the quarterback next year, or if they bring back Sam Darnold for a deal that allows J.J. McCarthy to learn behind him and heal up from his injury and come back strong. But at the QB clinics this year, or the quarterback or the coaches clinics, everybody needs to just shut up and have their notebooks out and listen to what Kevin O'Connell has to say, what Sean McVay has to say, because his coaching tree has really blossomed and shown a lot in this league. A lot of guys coming from his tree have had a lot of success in the National Football League. We talked about Shanahan's tree and them having success. But this guy, Kevin O'Connell, is showing, hey, quarterbacks sometimes need to be in the right system. He's drawing up plays that give Sam Darnold easy looks. And Sam Darnold is also making really accurate, smart decisions with the football. He's hitting slants in very small windows. We saw it to Justin Jefferson. We saw it to Jordan Addison. And he deserves credit for that. So, no, this isn't luck. This is great coaching, great game planning by both the offensive and defensive coordinator, great use of personnel by both sides of the football, and then great play by the players. Sam Darnold, hats off to you, Sam Darnold, because you're doing it. This is what development means in the National Football League. Guys sit there and ready to give up on guys, but if you give them time, give them the right situation, like put them in a situation, empower them with it, develop them, help them understand what's going on out there. Maybe they're not totally league ready at 21, 22 years old, but let them get a chance. Sam Darnold's what, 25, 26? Like, you would think Sam Darnold's been in the league for 15 years, all the stuff he's been through. Like, people have given up on him so early that you don't even realize the kid's not old. He's 25, 26 years old, and he got a lot of football left ahead of him. Tom played till he's 45. I mean, not everybody's going to play till they're 45, but there's a lot of tread left on that tire. You looked at Geno Smith and the way he revived his career with the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, sometimes you go to New York and people give up on you, and then if somebody else just happened to give you a chance, maybe there's more tread left on the tire. So good for Sam Darnold, but I don't think this is a fluke at all.